Okay, I'm in Ungor Crater still, of course. We are, let's get rid of this combat log. Let's turn the music down a little bit. We're just killing raptors. My goal right now, and I keep standing on here and trying to loot, but I'm standing, whenever you stand on these little eggs here on the ground, see the eggs on the ground? This, Larcori mate will actually spawn. They spawn every so often if you're standing here. So if you stood here and you were like level 16 a ton of health, you could actually spawn 4 or 5 of these guys on you. If you weren't attacking any of them, they would just keep spawning. So it's a great place to farm. Raptors is what I do is I grab 2 or 3 and I pull them onto the egg and let it keep spawning additional ones while I'm killing the others, just to keep killing over and over again. It's a great way to farm XP, and what I'm doing right now is farming the ungoro soil. If you look at my chat window, you'll see 2 ungoro soils in there. Oh, it's slow. It's slow. So yeah, let me heal up real quick. As more and more people are watching my videos, which is really cool, if you haven't subscribed, please do, because I'd like to get to 1,000 eventually so I can start making some money again. I used to make money until YouTube put the restriction that you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. I meet all their other requirements. I get plenty of watch time and hours and all that fun stuff. But this video series is more just because I like to play Protection Paladin, and I do it to show other people, like just what I was telling this guy Jamora, just to kind of show you what are the strengths of the Paladin. What are you good at? Because there's a lot of things you're not good at. Protection Paladins aren't really the best tanks, and I'm hoping to really figure out how to, because I've read one guide in particular. I need to link that guide in the channel here on this video, because I liked his guide. Seemed pretty straightforward, and he was basically saying, yeah, you can tank. He was saying you won't even have issues with threat, and you won't have issues with you won't even have issues with mana if you just stock all the right consumables in your inventory, which basically means you're going to be having major mana potions and a whole shit ton of them, and you're going to be using them a lot, and that you have a party that knows that it takes you. I just turned myself into a sheep. It takes you a little bit of time to. You need to let the paladin pull. You need to let him drop his consecrate, hit the target, once, and then you need to, hit the, focus. You need to focus target. Hit the target the paladin's hitting and just kill. Assist the paladin, and you'll have no issues. But as you guys know, that's rarely the case in vanilla WoW. People like to just hit whoever they want. Rogue likes to pick the guy in the back and say, "I'm going to solo this guy," because that's what rogues do. They're like, "Look at me." But no knock on rogues. Rogues are overpowered in vanilla. There's no doubt about it. They don't call it World of Roguecraft for nothing. But yeah, I would like to get up to 1,000 so I can start, making some money just for fun. Hey, my extra $100 a month wouldn't be bad. I make a lot of money anyway, but I wouldn't mind having a little bit more. But what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get to level 54, obviously, but I'm just trying to get enough ungoro soil that I can use the rest of my Thlundra seeds. And it takes 2 ungoro per Thlundra seed, so I've got 22, so I need 44, and I'm at 32. So once I get to 44 ungoro soil here, I'm going to head towards probably Fellwood. I'm not sure yet. Let's go in. Let's make. I don't have a lot of rune cloth, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna make the rune cloth bandages, not the heavy. I want to extend the life of my rune cloth bandages a little bit. And when we get into Fellwood, we'll get some more rune cloth. I really liked killing the demons. I thought that was fun. The demons are very dangerous, especially the spellcasters. They hit very hard. They're dangerous. Let's just put it that way. I mean, the physical. Excuse me, I'm sick. Physical, not so much. I know I'm always sick. I have a terrible immune system. Physical damage dealers, you can handle no problem. Especially once you get to this level. Once you get up to where I am, and you've got enough gear, you're not gonna have a problem with physical damage dealers. Once you get the right, protection gear. So, man, do I need food to eat food already? I need more buffs. Right now I'll probably toss on maybe one more Crystal Spire. And yeah, you need to save, like the red, I kind of need to save those because I need to make some, you probably need to save all of them because I need to make some thorium gear to raise my blacksmithing. Another thing that you probably, I would highly recommend is to be an engineer. You can use the dense dynamite and stuff like that for the pull, and that will help you get threat, throw some dynamite at these mobs to pull them. And it's good because it's AoE, it has a good blast radius so you can, do damage to multiple mobs. Before you even use your consecrate, so let's see if we can grab 5 here. Yeah, I got 5, right? We'll go ahead and throw one of these up. I'm tabbing to get the one that's got light. I'm gonna use my demon bag. I'm gonna switch weapons, and we're gonna crouch, proc redoubt, consecrate. The important part is to make sure you don't run out of mana and to make sure you always get your light and your righteousness up really fast because that's the only way the only thing that's keeping me alive is those incoming heals. There was something else I wanted to do and I'm forgetting what it was. Let's weapon swap again. We'll do one more consecrate. That's it. We're gonna need the rest of the mana to take these guys out. Now I'm going to go to Wisdom, because I would not have had enough mana. I could just tell by looking at my mana bar that when this dinosaur, when this raptor drops, I wouldn't have had enough mana probably to do both Judge Light, throw up Light, Judge, and throw up Righteousness. So I switched to Seal Wisdom so that I would have enough to do what I'm going to do right now. And I still, do I? Yeah, I did. I just did have enough. It knocked me down to 3%. You see that? When you play the Paladin long enough, you'll know kind of, oh, do I have enough mana when this mob drops so that I can get the next mob with the right buffs that I want and the right seals. And I just know because I played it. I played the Prop Paladin a lot, so we still need more. Do I have any other food? Oh, I do. Let's put this homemade cherry pie over here. Sometimes you'll loot stuff and forget about it, so I had these cherry pies. And I still need to get the Skull Flame Shield, which is available at 54, and I saw one in the auction house yesterday for 113 gold, which is actually a good price. But I don't have 113 gold. I maybe have like 90 gold if I scrounge around and try to pull all my money together. So I'm not really too worried about it. I screwed up and put my last talent point over here into 5. Well, I screwed up all the way around. I would hold off on putting anything into benediction until you get all the way down to Holy Shield. Once you get Holy Shield and you're done with this tree, then so basically I'm level 53. If I take the 5 points out of here, I would already have the 3 here. I'd have 2 here, give me 5/5 one hand one session, and I would have 1 here and have the Holy Shield. That's 3 points, and so I would literally have 2 here already. So and then I'd finish this out, and then I think I end up going into deflection to finish out my talent build. So I kind of screwed that up, but live and learn. And I'd already done like 2-3 respecs, I think, because I was playing around with some different things and just learning what was good, what wasn't. So don't make that mistake. All right, let's see. I like to leave Wisdom up until I get everybody together, and then I switch on Sanctuary, because Wisdom's giving me that mana regen, so I also have some mana regen going. We're going to try to get 5 again, but I don't think we will. We got 1, 2. Actually, let's grab these 2 and see if we can pull and go ahead and get one of them with light, and do this kind of jumping in the air and spinning and hitting to regen some health. Now I'm gonna throw up Sanctuary, and let's see if we can get under the eggs here. This is gonna be rough if this does spawn a mate, and it did, but not all of them do. So we've got 5 targets right now. Go ahead, use hammer, get Seal of Righteousness up. I would recommend using hammer if you have a big pool, because hammer is a very low mana. It's only 75 mana. It's not a lot of mana. But you see this first target out now pretty fast. Now I'm gonna grab one that's got a lot of mana. Let's go with or a lot of health. Although I found that the spawn mates seem to be weaker health-wise. They seem to drop pretty quick. So why not take them out? Ooh, I'm gonna throw on Jangthraze because I need the bubble. Come on, Jangthraze, give me a bubble here. And I need to go to Wisdom. I should have gone to Wisdom sooner. I'm hoping Jangthraze gives me a bubble, or maybe Uther's Light. Alright, let's bubble. I was gonna die there. So I'm still not as strong as I've pulled 9 of these before on my other paladins, so I'm just not there yet. And see, I'm still standing on the eggs here, so it's gonna keep spawning more of these more of these mates. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll use hammer just to reduce the incoming damage a little bit. And we're fine. We should be fine now. We'll switch to my hammer because I do more damage. Man, I'm still in trouble. Gonna have to use a healing potion. Which is it my last one? Yeah, it is. So pulling 5 at a time doesn't seem to work too well for me. Well, actually that was 6 because another one spawned. So keeping the pulls to 4 for me at level 53 seem to be best. Some pulls go better than others. Sometimes they hit me with more stacks of poison, or stacks of bleeds. These guys, I think it's these right here, the runners, I think they hit you with the bleeds. I'll have to check that right on my next pull. And we are at 34 ungoro soil, so we need what, 44? Easiest way to get ungoro soil is to do exactly what I'm doing. Farm raptors. If you can AoE them, you will get a lot of ungoro soil very quickly. Don't run around trying to pick it up off the ground. Just round up raptors and kill them. I mean, if I was like level 56, I could pull a ton of these. I'm even at 55. Once I get the Skullflame shield and I get that extra heals coming from that shield, and I'm getting extra AoE damage, it'll be pretty nice. But let's check and see if this rat runner is the one that's going to proc the bleed. So we got we have 3 Ravissars and 1 runner. And we're just going to go for the 4 pull here. I'm going to target the runner. Okay, we got the 1 rend. 2 rends. That's what's really hurting me, is the bleed damage. And I don't have Sanctuary up because I'm a noob. There's so much going on with your prop paladin, like doing what I'm doing here with weapon swapping and Sanctuary and switching to Wisdom. It's so easy to... I mean, if I was really being anal, I wouldn't miss a beat. I'd always be doing, but it's just too much. I mean, it'll wear you out trying to execute every move flawlessly, and it's not that important. Unless you're some hardcore Asian kid. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, unless you're just super hardcore and you want to make everything perfect, which good luck, good luck, man. But I'm telling you right now, that will wear you out. Putting the extra effort, mental effort into constantly, I screwed up there, to constantly executing every move perfectly it takes its toll on you. And you want to be able to grind for 8 hours in a row without feeling too exhausted. At least that's how I look at it. I mean, you see there, that was 4, and I ended up with a lot of health. So it's weird. I've done 5 before and ended up with a lot of health. So I'm not sure what the difference is. So, where are we at? We're still at 34. We didn't get a single ungoro soil from that pull. Forgive me for eating some potato chips here. Alright. Wisdom. Do a couple flash heals here. Move the music past this. Let's switch to do a different soundtrack. We have 36% mana. Let's just keep mana. I'll keep wisdom up on this pool. And we're just going to try to grab 3. This one, this one. Yeah, we'll move this way. Maybe we'll get 2 more. Yeah, this is fine. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to focus more on weapon swapping for damage to try to get as much damage output as I can. That's the other thing you can do is when you don't have to you don't always have to man up all the way. I only had like 33% of my mana there or something. So because of that, I only, you know, I'm going to play this fight. I screwed the head up. I'm going to play this fight a little bit differently by just weapon swapping, trying to get as much poison out as I can. My hammer here. I still should be trying to proc her out, only because, well, because it helps, but I don't want to do it too much because I don't have a lot of health right now. And weapon swap again. There's so many things to think of, you know, so many different ways to approach the fight, right? Like, do I want to proc redoubt by kneeling? Not really, because when you kneel, you're taking a critical hit. I'm only at 33% health, so let's not do that. So I'm just going to do that. Let's use a Demon Bag and just keep weapon swapping. I had 3 stacks of poison, so swap to my hammer. Now I got 1 stack of poison to that and 3 stacks of the other. Now I ended up with 5 stacks total there. So I'm trying to use poison as, you know, try to push more poison out. When I'm like when I have full mana, I'll just keep throwing Consecrate and worry about proccing Redoubt. And I'll swap weapons, but not quite. I won't do it perfectly every time because I'm doing so many other things. You know, so there's just so many things to think of. And the other thing that I think is really great is if you have... Still another one in here somewhere. If you have... I really think that getting these Crystal Spires is great. Because everybody who hits you is going to take 12 damage, so that's more threat. So try to stock up on these for when you run dungeons. Get your Dragon Breath Chili. You know, get your engineering so you can throw explosives. I mean, you can throw explosives. You've got your red ore up. You're getting a little bit of threat from red ore. You're getting threat from Crystal Spire. You're getting threat from Consecration. I really need to get KTH. How do I get KTLM? I don't know how to pull up the KT, the threat meter. Let's log out real quick. I want to check this out. I want to see if the threat meter, if it's showing where the threat's coming from, like which source. I'm not sure if I haven't looked at it in so long. And it just pisses me off that, you know, recount, the only character recount doesn't work on is my Paladin. It works on every other character. And then it wouldn't show up on the screen, so I did everything I could think of. I removed it, I installed different versions, I deleted all my cache files, everything I could think of, and I still cannot get frickin' recount to work. But it works for other characters. They get the air too, but I just close. They only get 1 air. I log in, it throws 1 air, I close that window, and recount works just fine. So, but for Cute Faith, I cannot get recount to work. So I don't have it turned on right now. But where's KT? Let's see where the threat meter is. See, it's on. Oh, it's KLH. Is it KTM show? KLH? I don't know. KLH threat. Trying to figure out how to get this thing to show up. Let's see. KLH? KTM show? KLH show? KLH threat meter? I do not know how to get this damn thing to show up. Let me Google it real quick. Sorry, guys. I really want to get this up. Show KLH threat meter. It's a vanilla add-on. How do I show it? You can, it says, see this, not all commands are currently available from help menu. I mean, when you access the command line interface, type KTM. Well, we tried that. Or also KLHTM. KLHTM. Let's do this. There we go. the wrong thing up. So it is KTM GUI is what it is, not show. Ah, KTM GUI. I'm such a noob. There we go. All right, finally. It's been so long since I used it, I couldn't remember the command. So let's hit a target here and. Okay. But it doesn't show by. It doesn't really show personal threat details. Here we go. Oh, sweet. So most of my damage is coming from white attacks, specials. That's pretty cool. I would like to make the window a little bit bigger if I could. No, not in that way. I mean, stretch the width of it out, but I guess this is just the way it does it. Oh, that's not what I wanted. No, I guess that's fine. Alright, let's, what am I missing here? Let's just get back to what we were doing. Sorry, kind of off task here. Right now we're just doing white damage. Now damage shields. Look at that damage shields. So my shield spikes are doing quite a bit of threat. So my dots are doing threat. I can only assume that's my poison. I don't know what else would be dots. I may do a little bit of research on the threat meter, but there's so many different ways to push out damage as a protection paladin. You know, like I said, with the consecration, the shields, the spikes, the explosives, dragon breath chili, whatever you can think of. You know, and the more you can get, the better. Okay, well, I don't know where. Oh, the heals are just my. So my heals of light are actually causing a little bit of threat as well. That's another reason why Seal of Righteousness would be better. Actually, this is pretty cool. Let's check this out. Let's reset this, and this will actually help us kind of look at Seal of Crusader versus Seal of Light, because we can see the amount of healing threat that we're generating with Crusader up as opposed to with Righteousness up, and that'll show us are we indeed getting more heals with one or the other. And I'm already like almost 100% sure that, you know, I'm gonna get more with Righteousness. Let me drink some water here. Let me pour myself some Mountain Dew. So we're 4 bars away from level 54. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to try Crusader, right? We're going to do one target, level 49 Rabasaur. Okay, except I put the wrong... Alright, so healing. Let's see how much threat. Now, I don't know what 23 stands for. It's just a number. Oh, here, it's threat percentage. So percentage of threat from heals is 4%. And we won't bother... Well, you know what? We'll weapon swap. See if we can get some more threat from dots. So healing's 3%. Okay, so healing. I'm assuming that I got 514 heals. It says damage, but of course we know I'm not doing damage by healing. So I'm assuming this is saying that 514 is how much I healed myself, which generated 3% threat. So now we have the same mob. He's one level lower, though. I wish he was a 49, but that's okay. And we're going to hit him. We're going to do Righteousness, right? And we're going to go ahead and do a crouch. And let's weapon swap. Okay, right now, the healing's already at 3%. Healing is at 4%. It's kind of bouncing back and forth. But remember the last one, my heals were like 512, I think. We've already surpassed that. We're already at 593. So our last target, we did 5. The threat percentage is about the same, but we did more heals with the righteousness up. And there was 14 hits. So let's clear it. Let's try this again. This is kind of interesting stuff. I think this is interesting. So let's do another one with Crusader. Now keep in mind, let's do the righteousness this time because I hit the wrong. I'm so used to using righteousness. And I'm not going to do any proc or redoubt. Maybe we'll just do one because that's what I think what I did last time. Let's see how many healing procs we get. We're at 6 right now. The last one with Crusader, I think it was 12, right? Let's get, I don't want to get this other. Okay, we're at 9. You saw right there, went from 9 to 11. That's because I got 2 of the plus 49 showed up. So we're at 12. 13. So, 511. So that's pretty consistent. The last one I did was also righteous, and I was at 512 healing. So, gosh, almost identical. Now we're going to try another one with Crusader. Reset. Alright. And so with the last two with Seal of Righteousness, we had heals, total proc heals of, what was it, 13, I think? Probably 13 and 12. Right now we're at 4. Still just at 4. 5. So a lot less healing with Crusader. So right there you see that Crusader definitely is not really as good as Seal of Righteousness. I mean, there's just no doubt. Seal of Righteousness is by far the better seal. You're going to do more damage, and you're going to get more heals. So we can put to bed any thought of ever using Seal of Crusader again. All right, that's pretty cool. I'm glad that KTM lets you break it down. The only reason I want a recount to work is because sometimes I don't think recount does it. I think it's the one in retail that I was using that actually you can break down the heals and the damage that you're doing, and show like in a little pie chart, what's doing what. Sorry, I know my music is too loud. There, finally. Let's see, here we've got healing 22, that's fine. So our specials, I think special moves would be like judgment. So right now special says 19. So let's say I judge, still says, it says 22. So I'm not really sure what special is then, because it went from 19 to, it's still going up. Maybe it's crits, like if I crit maybe? Let's reset the meter. Okay, well we know my frostbolt would definitely be considered a special damage, but there's other things that are coming through. I would guess they must be Seal of Righteousness. Let's take off Seal of Righteousness. We're going to figure out what each part of these damage things are. So we're gonna right click off Seal of Righteousness, and let's go ahead and reset. So shields, dots. Not sure what dots are. I guess my poison. I don't have any other weapons to equip. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna judge. We're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna white hit this guy. I'm gonna reset. White damage versus shields. That's all we should really see. So dots are the poison. So special is going to be my Seal of Righteousness. The extra damage I'm getting from Seal of Righteousness is going to be also thrown into special. I would imagine judgments would be special. Hammer of the Righteous would be special. Just trying to figure out what everything is equating to. Now let's go ahead, put light up, righteousness, sanctuary, and boom. And now watch this guy die real quick. Alright, cool. So most of my threats coming from white damage, and my dots actually surprisingly, just my poisons. I don't know if that is consecrations also that. I wish I had a weapon that didn't have poison on it, but I don't. No. Come on, let me use the training sword. But no, it doesn't work. Well, if I unequipped my weapons and punched. So let's try this. No weapon. And what I want to see is... What was I trying to test? Now I forgot what I was trying to test. Oh, I want to see consecration, what consecration shows up as. I would think it would be a dot, so let's check it out. Yeah. And so my consecration is building up, is the most threat. See the dots? That's, I'm not, no, I don't have any poison, right? There's no, you know. Now special, wow, look at that. My shields are actually doing the most threat. Okay, we're going to put our sword in. So yeah, actually my damage shield from our shield block actually does quite a bit of threat. Interesting. Alright, enough of that. I just thought it'd be interesting to see, to take a look at what was actually generating the threat. It's interesting stuff. And let's go ahead and try to pull, like, just bandage. And pull, like, these 3 or 4 raptors here. Oh, shit. I should have used this cultivate before I did the shield, because it's only a 10-minute shield. Man, I wish that shield was like 30 minutes. 10 minutes isn't just not, you know. When I get 60, I'm going to farm this area and get a lot more of this stuff. When I can really, like, just spank people, it's going to be a lot easier to get these mats. And I'm going to need a lot of mats. It's going to be interesting when I get to 60. I want to see how much stuff can I get built up on my character, you know. Ah, I turned that guy into a into a sheep. Shit. Well, we'll let him stay a sheep for now, right? Alright, enough of that. Let's get him out of the sheep and start doing damage. Weapon swap. The crystal makes all the difference. Having that crystal shield, this crystal spire, I mean, these guys go down way faster when I have that. Alright. How close are we getting to... Oh, we're at 39, so we just want to get to 44. Well, now we don't even probably need that much. We only need 40 to use the rest of my Thalender seeds, so... and then we can get out of here. But I mean, do I want to just stay here until I get to 54? Probably not. I mean, grinding these guys is not. Since I'm only killing 4 at a time, it's kind of slow going. Although, nah, we'll see how fast we can get to 54. But we need to be able to pull a lot of these guys. I'm pretty sure I can do 5 at a time. I don't think this. Let me pull these 3. Alright, we're going to grab these. Oh, see, now when they knock you off, that sucks. It doesn't really let you get to do your whole pull very well. And I try to get this other one involved. But you just kind of have to jump away and keep hitting this guy as you're moving to where we want to go, which is these... Where did those eggs go? Alright, I'm just going to sit still and rotate the camera. I don't see them. I thought I saw some eggs over here. Huh. I guess not. Oh well. Yeah, I wish I could get recount to work. I may take the time sometime today to just reset up the whole client. The only thing recount really is useful for, I mean, it's nice to see what damage I'm doing, just to know that I'm actually doing damage. But I like to see that when I switch it to damage taken, that I'm taking the most damage out of people in the group. To me, that's the real usefulness of it for a tank, is you want to see, you should be taking all the damage, and if you're not, then you got people in your group that are being idiots and trying to pull too much threat, or you're just not very good at holding threat. So that can certainly be an issue, especially in a 5-man, LBRS, UBRS, whatever. Here's the egg right there. All right, well, let's go over here and camp on it. Maybe we can kill 2 or 3 of these. Yeah, see how we can do. Okay, get a mate. Oh yeah, there's the mate. Sweet. All right, now let's proc some redoubt. We'll do one more Costco. We're going to swap to... No, not yet. Remember with Sanctuary up, damage taken is reduced by 19, and you actually do more damage as well. Now remember, if you're doing more holy damage, you're causing more holy threat. So you're actually going to generate more threat. I mean, you can see that most of the threat I'm generating from these fights has been my shield. So my blocking, in combination with Sanctuary and my Thermal Spike, is producing a lot of threat. So let's go ahead and drink up. And of course I made the new mistake of sitting right too close to the bones, so he interrupted my... But that's alright. I was looking at my phone. Getting texted by the girlfriend. Let's see what she wants. Alright. I think we can just grind our way to 54 right here. I just gotta stop fucking around and keep the pulls coming. It'd be nice to do, 4 to 5 pulls every time. But, we'll be all fine. We'll be fine as long as we keep killing. I mean, keep in mind the pulls. It's not so much important. I mean, the reason you want to pull a lot is because you're doing AoE damage. That's the whole point of AoE. But so. Yeah, really interesting to see that my shields are doing a lot of my threat for me. Drink a little Mountain Dew. I'm gonna pause the video for a second here, guys, so I can respond to some messages, and we'll go ahead and just log out, and I will be right back. Hey, I just want to say that Travis Sullivan responded to my video on Seal of Righteousness versus Seal Light, and he made the comment of the extra holy damage that procs from the Seal of Righteousness being up on you is what could possibly proc the extra heals, which makes perfect sense. And I don't know why I didn't think of that, because that's pretty obvious that would be, if you look at the spell book, right? Well, here, let's just hover over Seal of Righteousness. Fills the battle with hold that spirit for 30 seconds, granting each melee attack an additional 8 to 64 damage. 64 damage. So what's happening is your weapon's doing its damage, but you're also doing additional damage from your Seal of Righteousness, so it's possible that both of those pieces of damage have a chance to proc the heal. I'm assuming that's what it means. I'm thinking that's what it means. Of course, this of course would mean that if you didn't have any seal up, but you had Judgment of Light up on your target, like let's do this real quick, and let's reset this. Okay, now I have Judge of Light, but I haven't thrown up any seals. I should still be able to get a heal with white damage. If that's not the case, right? There, see, I got the heal, the +4 heal. So I'm getting a heal with just white damage. So the extra holy damage from the Seal of Righteousness is also another source of damage that can proc the heal. And that's why you're getting that double heal. Seal of Crusader doesn't give you additional holy damage per hit. All it's doing is giving you more attack power and letting you attack faster. So we finally have the real solution as to what really is going on. And I don't know why... It's just one of those things you wouldn't think about. You wouldn't think, oh, just because I'm doing extra holy damage, that I'm going to have two sources of damage that are going to give me a chance to heal me. So just wanted to say thank you to Travis for pointing that out. And that makes perfect sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I should have thought of that. And if my girlfriend would stop blowing up my phone. I've been distracted a lot, but I'm trying to just keep, even though I'm not doing big pulls here, guys, I'm just trying to keep going. And I'm really sick. I actually called in sick to work today. I feel really bad right now. My head, I got some medicine going I took, and my head just feels like it's floating. And but life is too short, and I need to get to 60. I need to get there, and see if I can get this guy with. Yeah, I got him with the Cyclone, I think. Okay. Hopefully the Cyclone will get threat. Wow, how long? Yeah, it did. Look how long it held him. It's crouch, sanctuary up, hammer, weapon swap. Got to be careful here. I was kind of jerking off, and need to get these guys down so I don't get killed. Oh, we got to switch to wisdom. You can see I was on a mana there. It's the bleed damage. See, like I'm in trouble again because of all the bleeds they're doing. If I can get one of these guys to drop, nah, I'm gonna have to bubble, I think. Let's see, 7%, 5, 3%. At 3%, I draw the line. I'm bubbling. And what I need to do is I need to get on my priest and buy some more scrolls. Just scrolls of, if you can get scroll rank 3 or 4 of stamina and some scrolls of strength, it really helps. I mean, people are always like, they don't think much about food. I hear so much people in my guild like, oh, I don't level food, it doesn't matter. I'm like, it does matter. Any extra points you can get in. I don't care if it's like very low level strength potions that are like cost you 1 silver piece each. It's still additional strength. It all adds up. So don't discount using low-level potions, scrolls. If you're using a lot of them, they're going to add up. So it does help. Let's go ahead and do our cultivate pack of seeds here. I'm now switched from Coca-Cola to Mountain Dew. We're keeping the caffeine going. And I just spilled a little bit on my desk because I'm so sick I can't even control my motor functions. Alright, there's one we missed looting here. Where is he? Right here. Alright, let's just bandage. I'm going to reset. I do like KTM. I didn't realize it had the breakdown of threat this way, which is fantastic. So I think going into my next dungeon, this will really help me figure out my next BRD. Will kind of give me an idea, what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong. I mean, in a lot of ways, I can only do so much. I can throw a consecrate, and I can hit a mob. If I don't have explosives, I don't have them, Let's just kill this guy real quick. I wanted to get this crystal. I'm trying to really stock up on crystals here. The good news is we do have at least 3 bags coming our way from the turn into more grain, which is great because it's more potions, more scrolls, more food, more water. And a lot of people can sell those things now, man. And I could. I mean, if I wanted to make money and get my Skullflame Shield, I could sell a bunch of stuff. But I don't want to sell a bunch of stuff because most of the stuff that I would sell I could use, you know? It's stuff I can use to help me level, to help me grind. I have lots of ore and stuff I can sell, but I don't want to sell it because I need it. When I swap to engineering, I'm going to need all that ore, so... I do want to start heading back north and hit some of the Venom Hides just to redo my weapon buffs. This guy doesn't want to join the party. Come on, we need more people here, right? Let's, for some stupid reason, do a 5-man pull, which I know I'm going to regret. Give me lightning. Yeah, no, give me the Fellhound. Sweet, Fellhound's good. Alright, what are we missing here? We got Righteous up, we got Light up. Let's weapon swap. Let's do some Jank bubbles. Oh, I know what we're missing. We don't have our Spire up, which is really what makes all the difference. Okay, we're going to Wisdom. Yeah, look at this. I'm getting my butt whooped. I have no potions either, so... Oh boy, this could be the death of me right now. But I'm not giving up. Because I know I can take this guy down, and that only leaves 2. I need my shield here. And now we're just going to heal. Gonna have to heal again. Okay, we're gonna weapon swap. Okay, now we're fine. And we're gonna swap back to Jank Thrays, and we're just gonna throw in a heal. Hopefully I don't keep... Yeah, I'm fine, I'm fine. Weapon swap. So, yeah, we took out 5. I screwed up a couple things. One, I forgot my Crystal Spire. If I would have had that at the very beginning, that would have been a lot easier. I knew I was forgetting something. Oh, so yeah, we have plenty of ungoro soil, and our inventory is full. So this is a good time. Give me life the root. Damn it, inventory's full. Shit. I was really hoping that when I did that, it'd be something I could stack. Oh, we don't need this Wicked Claw. Okay, now let's open up this one. Don't give me that. Give me Moral Grain. What is it with you guys? 5. Oh. Sweet. Damn phone. So that's perfect. Now we have 4 bags that we're going to get here, and we've got enough ungoro soil that even though we're not in the crater anymore, we can still keep creating these things. These, what are they called? The evergreen herb casings. So I think we're out of here. I think we did as much as we need to do. We're going to go vendor, clean out our inventory, and then we'll just go ahead and we'll head to, let's run over to a safe spot here. Let's grab this red crystal. I need this for thorium. For blacksmithing, thorium items requires red crystals. I think it requires all different types of crystals, but I need more thorium ore too. Alright, so I really want to get up into here and get this quest done, and I want to open up the tunnel here so I can go through and turn in this quest to Sulfa, and then turn in this quest here. Also, the weapon quest for my blacksmithing, I think, are in Winter Spring here as well. And there's a lot of these quests I haven't done either. I dropped them, so Feathers for Grazzle. Oh, I need to pick that one up too. So I think I'm going to head back to Felwood. The only other place that I would go would be, let's see, we could go on the Blasted Lands. There is good ore here because people are so tied up with the quest they ignore the ore. I could go do some of the repeatable quests there just for some more mats, but I don't really need that. And then we have, so really Felwood, and I think in Western Plaguelands are the zones that I'm kind of getting to. Although Western Plaguelands is, I still think might be a little bit too high for me. When I leveled my last Paladin up to 60, I did 50. I think I did 56 to 60 almost exclusively just killing Earth Elementals. I mean, I just killed them. And I made a hell of a lot of money, too. But I don't know if that's going to be an option here or not. I just don't know if there's going to be too many farmers there or if there's going to be too many horde farming. I really don't know. I hope that I'll be able to go there and get some money because I need to get... I mean, I'm tempted to go up there at level 54 just to see if I can kill some. I only need... The problem with the elementals is the poison doesn't work on them. So I lose my poison damage. Oh, that reminds me, I need to go ahead, and I'm glad I said that. I need to go ahead and refresh my poison on my blades here. So we're going to head this way. And hope this guy doesn't knock me off my mount. Sorry about my nose. I've been sick all day. Two people at work were really sick for last week, and I just knew I'd get sick off of them. My immune system sucks. It's mostly because I never get enough sleep. I'm not a good sleeper. I play games and play my guitar. I do a lot of research for a video game that I want to make, and so I'm constantly coming up with ideas for that. And I hate to sleep. You know, I don't like to sleep. There's too many things I want to do. It sucks though because I'm always tired. You'll hear me say, "Man, I'm tired." Well, I'm tired all the time because I'm never sleeping. I mean, I'm up so much. But then I get sick a lot. Not bad sick, just little head colds. All right. There's a venom hide. There's a venom hide. Let's grab this yellow crystal. If we can slide past this Dimetrodon, however you pronounce it. I would say it's probably a Dimetrodon. And let's check the length on the video. It is 51 minutes. What happened? Did I not? No, I think I got it, but it stayed there. Sometimes you pick those things up, and they stay on the ground. Okay, we stunned him. We're just gonna try to run. Run away! Run away! Man, all this caffeine's kicking in. I'm like, I'm injected right now. I'm like a little spazzy. I had run out of soda. My girlfriend came home from lunch from work, and she was so nice. She brought me 2 20-ounce Mountain Dews and 2 20-ounce Coca-Colas. So if you want to know why my YouTube name is Caffeine Injected, now you know I drink a lot of caffeine. I try to slow down. I go some weeks where I won't drink as much, like maybe 1 soda a day. And then I go through some weeks where I'm drinking like 3-4 sodas a day. So it does vary quite a bit. Alright, I think we're in the area. This is the area where there's a lot. Yeah, there's all kinds of venom hides right here. So let's get some food. Let's see if there's anything we can get rid of or stack. How much does this sell for? 3 silver? Let's get rid of it. Okay. Alright. Now we're just hoping that these venom hide poison me. So, weapon swap. I probably shouldn't even be doing consecrate. There's 1 poison, so my weapon's back up to 9 hours. And we're going to swap in our hammer and try to. And there we go. And he hit me with poison again, so now my hammer's got the poison. So we're all good. And he poisoned me a 3rd time, just for good measure. Man, see, the damage shield is number 2 on generating threat. When I get Skull Flame, it's going to be number 1 because the extra fire damage it procs, even though it doesn't proc a lot, should be enough to push it over the top. And basically my damage from thorium spikes and my shield are going to be the number 1 threat generator. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's not. Let's make... Oh, no, let's not make that. Do I have room in my inventory? Yeah, I do. You know what? I do. Let's make it. As long as I have room in my inventory. I didn't want to throw anything away. We won't open it up, though. Not yet, anyway. So these herb casings, they have been cultivated. Open it up to see what's inside. All right, let's get out of here. This is my favorite. When I'm a little bit higher level, this is the spot I like to farm. The only problem with this spot is that a lot of them are venom hides. See, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those right there are all venom hides. And then I killed one, so there's 5. So there's like 5 or 6 in that area. And the venom hides are, you know, they do a lot of damage. Their poisons actually do quite a bit of damage. If you're cleansing them off, you're just going to run out of mana really fast. So when you're higher level, like 55d6, it's a good spot there because you don't really care. You're not taking as much damage. When you start to get higher level than the mob, you start to resist. You start to resist some of those applications of poison, and you have a little bit more health, and you start to dodge some of the other dodge the melee attacks more and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I can feel this caffeine now. I may take a nap though. I'm still, I feel like my head's on fire. My forehead's just burning right now. Right now I'm just looking for any crystals I can pick up on my way into the top place here. And then I think I'm going to log out, start uploading this video, and then take a little bit of a nap. We'll get to 53 today, or 54 today, no sweat. We'll start working towards 55. So let's put this up. Oh, and I'm going to figure out where I need to get the Dragon Breath chili from, because I honestly don't remember. I thought that was a quest in Nowhere, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not. You know, let me... Okay, I'm going to Google it now while I'm... Let her go ahead and fight that battle. Let's see, Dragon Breath chili recipe. Do you buy it in Booty Bay? Where do you buy it? Okay, you can buy it in Dust Wallow Marsh. Trade supplier. Oh, nice. Alright, well, I'm going to head over there and grab that next. That's going to be the next thing. Oh, inventory's full. Son of a biscuit. Well, I would like to take that bruise because it's actually worth something. Is there anything I can get rid of? Doesn't look like it. So, how much is this worth? Oh, yeah, 89 silver. How much is one feather worth? 16 silver is a lot to dump, so that bruiseweed's just going to be left. Yeah, we'll get the Dragon Breath chili. I did level up my cooking a little bit, so it's up to 181. So it's one of those freshness I need to work on a little bit. And I'm still missing the... Well, I mean, I have Raptor. I mean, I can get 225 easily just with all the Raptor flesh that I've gotten, but I have to go get the Raptor meat recipe, which I think is in Arathi Highlands. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look for that real quick. Roast Raptor. So, vanilla, wow, roast Raptor recipe. I think that's Arathi, isn't it? We're going to find out. Yeah, Arathi Highlands. Superior Tradesman. I thought so. Let's reset this one. Just gonna grab that red crystal with that warlock skin in it. I'll probably swing by. How much? Let me check my inventory. I have enough of these spires for now, so we're not going to bother with that. Let's just head to gadget. Well, no, let's go ahead and render. Repair. Did I die once? No, I don't know why my repair bill's high. Oh yeah, so we're 65 gold. Let's see what we can end up at. This is worth trying to sell, maybe? Plate, stamina, strength. Yeah. What is this? Leather? This might be worth selling. Intellect, stamina? I don't know. I'm just going to vendor it. Definitely going to intellect, stamina, shield. Yeah. What is this? Ebonhode girdle mail. Intellect, stamina. Wow. We'll see if I can sell that. Vanguard gauntlets. Agility, stamina, spirit. I'm going to see if I can sell some of these in the auction house. Maybe I'll get lucky. I really need money, so we'll see. And as you can see, I always end up with a lot of, raptor flash. So let's fly to Gadgeson just so I can empty some of the stuff. Actually, let's do this. Let's hearth. And then we're going to go get the Dragon Breath chili recipe. Now, I've got some flame sacks. I think I've got around 11. Flame sacks they're not hard to grind, but it just depends. Like, sometimes they drop a lot. And sometimes I go there and I'll kill those guys and they don't drop any. So, it just depends on RNG, But I'll stop the video here, guys. I'm just going to do some maintenance and flying around, getting the recipes and stuff, and maybe raise my cooking a little bit. And then I'll come back. Excuse me. And I'll start recording when I get to Felwood again, when I try to... And every time I've gone to Felwood, I would say for every Alliance person I've seen, I see 3 to 4 Horde. And that is not an exaggeration. So I'm not real happy. I don't like going to Felwood, but... Because it just seems like I've been pretty lucky. I've only been killed, I think, twice there. And I killed a rogue. When I was 52, I killed a 50 rogue, and I was going to kill another rogue, but then he got saved. I've had pretty good success versus rogues with the Protection Paladin. I'm just assuming those rogues just probably aren't that good. Now, if the rogue... Because, they can basically, vanish, and then basically sap me and start their rotations over. So it's really easy for a rogue to really lock you down. Doesn't matter what class you are. But the rogue needs to know what he's doing. And I don't mean vanish, but he can basically blind. He can blind you, re-stealth, and right when blind wears off, you go out of combat, so then he resaps you. And by the time he wants to open again, he's basically kind of gone back to full energy, so he can start his rotations over again, and you still haven't recovered, your health. It would be funny, it'd be funny, is to create a paladin and stack them up with all spirit... with spirit and stamina gear. And I wonder how fast your health would regen, when you're taking damage. Of course, you wouldn't do any damage and your block would suck, so it probably would not. It wouldn't be any good. It would suck, but I'm just curious how fast you could get your health regen in combat, if you had just a shit ton of spirit. Imagine if Vanilla WoW if every item had 3 stats on it. Sometimes you get items that do have 3 stats, but imagine if every item did, and how interesting the combinations of gear you could come up with. It'd be pretty interesting. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I'll start uploading this one, and I'll catch you back in a little bit when we head back to Felwood. Later.